world-renowned Jacob's Well. It certainly is a big draw to Wimberley. So from that standpoint, it's not that tourism is dependent on this place, but it's a big part of it. It's a big part of just the magic of Wimberley. All this is. I mean, as we look down here, it's the same story down here. See all the big, heavy stuff? It's the same as back up the way. And again, look at the standing water here. Do you really think that this is all rain dependent? Do you think this whole built out system was just rain dependent? Oh, we're in a drought, so now we're suffering, or, whatever. It's not all operable. No, it's not. I mean, how could it not have some? Okay, so it has a little bit to do with the rainfall, but I would say the vast majority of this is controlled, and they keep us in a piecemeal. They dole us out little. Even the water, it's just they kind of want to keep us in a scarcity mindset. Even though it's rained 2 or 3 times in the last week or so, week and a half, still rained to somebody up there the other day. We're in a drought. I'm like, come on, guys. We have been in a drought since I moved here in 2005. That's 19 plus years that I've been around here that we've been in a drought. This is no longer an acceptable excuse. This is no longer an acceptable way of thinking about this water world that is nothing but moisture and different layers of density of water. There's no shortage of water in the water world. I guarantee you that. Your personal water table might be a little low out here, but that's because it's being controlled in that way. Okay, we have fun adventures here because something red, black and red flew by my head very close. And first I thought it was a red wasp, but then I realized it's a butterfly. Not a monarch, something else. But yeah, it was a black and red orangey butterfly. And I just jumped. Y'all didn't. It wasn't rolling at the time, but I'm laughing at myself now. Oh, there's a blue heron. I wasn't trying to run you off, buddy. All right, here we go. The steps leading down to the world famous Jacob's Well. A little candy spot where everybody loves to come. Now look at this. Nothing different. Fortress wall. Heavy. Pocked out. Same. See the squared up everything. See the squared up walls. Look at the corner way up on the top. And the same baked out as it ran down below. It's really pretty amazing. So here we go, guys. This is it. It's one of our many magic spots. Our very own Jacob's Well. So yeah, I mean, I see a hole there, and I see some. Oh God, man! All right, let's just keep it chill so I don't drop my phone in the water here. But I can kind of see down at the bottom. There's a shelf there. Okay. So you see these big slabs. Look, even there's something engineered here. So what's going on here? There's a tube running down and into it. Okay. I don't know, maybe that's aeration or some way they keep it from being so mucky, I bet. That's just my first inclination to say that. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but it's highly unlikely. So yeah, this is a hole, and it's blue-green, so Jacob's Well, blue hole, yeah. There's consistency there in the naming of it, but there's also these fortress walls to contend with and to answer to. Look at this stuff. I can't believe that no super, archaeology nerds haven't figured this out already. Or you know what I'm saying? Just like geology nerds. And I'm sorry to call y'all nerds, because I'm one of them. I'm a big nerd too. Trust me. That's why I'm speaking up on this. That's why I'm calling this stuff out, you know. Sorry, hurt anybody's feelings. I call BS on your reality. And just in the most loving way. I'm not sitting here trying to mock anybody. This is really all about give us the effing truth, man. That's all I want. And just to spread that here, you know, because it's very concerning to me when it isn't what they say it is. You know, I think that's at the heart center of all of my restlessness and dis-ease with what the system has for us. And I keep, you know, I hate to go back and just continue like to sound like some raving anti-government or something like that. It really is not about that. It's like, I just want truth, man. I just want to know who we are and where we are and what time is it. What time is it? That's all I want to know. What time is it? Y'all feel me? I just want to know what time it is. See, look, there's a very definite lip under here. Isn't that line? That's not, I mean, yeah, water line, whatever, but like, that's a lip there, just like at the Cypress Creek. It's super built out. Yeah, I mean, just gargantuan slabs. It's just crazy ridiculous. Yeah, just a quick noticing over here, and then we'll keep it moving. Look at this spot here. This is like been painted over and sealed up. This is hiding something. Okay, this may be hiding what's going on here with this tube, you know, so nobody really questions it or notices it. Except for motherfuckers like me. And again, not natural. And look at this, guys. Baked and bubbly, toiled and troubled. Toily and troubly. Man, the buzzards are out today, man. Maybe because something around here stinks. Just kidding, that's a little humor. Yeah, sorry, not sorry, you know, just the narrative stinks. So, let's go up this beautiful little nature trail. Okay, yeah. Put some modern touches to help our patrons, our paying patrons, get down here easier to swim, right? But not during these times. Right, there's pipes and things happening down here. Let's walk on down. Okay, so if you've ever been out here before, you know there's some nature trails. Why would there not be? Right, so let's explore, shall we? You gotta love Wimberley, the kingdom of Wimberley, or whatever it was once called. Who knows what this grand place might have been called. Some other timeline. I mean, just look how tall. This is at least 2 stories right there. All right, here we go. This will probably be a nice chuckle. The geology of Jacob's Well natural area. Okay, right here. Yeah, we know there's fossils here, yeah. Fossilized bivalves, okay. Oh, here we go. Oh, let me start at the beginning. Jacob's Well is an artesian spring. Oh, yeah. I guess that means natural spring. Is the headwaters of Cypress Creek. Okay. Caught him in a lie so far. The water flows naturally from the Trinity Aquifer below. Okay. Pseudo-truth. This artesian spring formed in a type of rock called limestone. Yeah, limestone blocks, which is soft and porous, allowing rainwater to dissolve through it. Okay. This formed karst features, which are vast systems of holes, caves, and tunnels that eventually lead to the aquifer. Here, the groundwater is stored. Yeah, I mean, these are truths. Yeah. As the water flows through the limestone, it is filtered, leaving it clear as it exits the spring. Okay. And look at this massive, oh God, okay. Just look at this map. Does this look natural to you? We're coming up here. I mean, I'll have to pull a nicer picture up from the internet or something. Let's keep going. About 100 million years ago. Okay, here's where it gets Just comedic. Vast inland seas covered Texas at different times. Okay. The sea-dwelling creatures that lived and died here left behind their shells and skeletons, which you don't see many of them really. These remains were eventually cemented together. Yeah, let me address this. Where are all the fish skeletons? If this thing was under at the bottom of the ocean 100 million years ago, that should be the dominant thing that we find everywhere. Seashells and all manner of the bones of sea life, starfish, all kinds of stuff. You don't see any of that, do you? These remains were eventually cemented together naturally, okay, upon the seafloor. This process left behind the limestone and the fossils contained within it. This can be seen at Jacob's Well Nature Area today. Jacob's Well Nature Area is along the Balcones Fault System. The difference in elevation from the upper cliff edge to the opposing lower bank around the spring is an example of a fault line. Okay, they're saying we're in a fault line, okay. The 12-foot opening of the spring descends vertically for about 23 feet, then continues at an angle until it reaches its maximum depth. Here, a cave system starts. Just, conveniently, there's a cave system there. It runs back underneath the Jacob's Well Nature Center. It's approximately 4,500 feet long with over a mile of total explored passages. Hypersus. Yeah, so it didn't really mention anything about these 10-ton blocks or more tonnage than that. I'm talking about that's just the little stuff. The 10-tonners are the little stuff. What about these, I don't know, 20, 30, 40-ton blocks up here? And all just the little stuff here. There's nothing here that looks natural to me. No piece of this rubble looks natural to me. Big blocked off thing there. No part of this looks natural to me. None of it. And that's not terrible. I mean, it is what it is. Let's drink in let's have a big swig of reality, shall we? All right, I have climbed up on top of this. Wow. Here's a big screw running in here. So something was altered here for sure. And then we just see that this goes up. Just as baked out, just as scorched and dealt with up here. And look at this tiny little, see, they needed a little path here, so they built these stairs out. But this is just, happenstantial. All this broke off and melted and slid down, and so you got this other huge block here just standing up. So they secured this. Not that it needed securing, but the main little walk down steps. And so we're gonna walk up these things. Hocked out, baked out, same old air holes. Yep. Hocked out, baked out air holes. It's the broken record, Danny Ramsey himself. He's out here stark raving mad, apparently. Yes, I'm mad, all right. Mad about truth. And this is how they... who knows what that was. This is just a circus, man. This is something that everybody should get down here and look at, just from the standpoint of decluttering your mind from fairy tales. Just a sobering look at, a structure, something built. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Huge slab. Look how it's split down there. You see this guy right here? He broke off from somewhere up here and just, no, he's fallen over. He's fallen over. All right, here comes my brother. Fly on, albatross. Fly on. You buzzard, you. Sure enough. Dang. That's what's up. You know, I think when you develop your skills or develop your knowledge base, you should become a messenger. That's what we all do, right? We become a messenger for our expertise and the things that we know about. And sometimes you don't have to know all the answers. You don't have to have all the details. All you need to do really is just say, hey, have a look here. Have a look. Have a gander. Same stuff. It's just so lovely. Same patterns all the way down. You gotta love this. Hey, you know, guys, none of this has to matter to you. I'm just saying it should matter to you, though. It should matter that, you know, being written out of our history, our connection to what was here before us. Yeah, for sure, guys, there's lots to explore here, but I promise this will not get stale, and I will not just be some ranting broken record out here. We will continue to progress in our knowledge, in our observations, and the lessons and the things that we find, you know, the uncoverings. So, you know, we're just scratching the surface. Y'all hang in, strap in, enjoy. It's an honor and a pleasure to, you know, get my first few subscribers. That feels real good. And, you know, I know I'm speaking to a number of stars out there because, you know, all my friends are rock stars. I don't know about the rest of everybody, but that just seems to be my paradigm. So I have a lot to live up to. You know, I can't just be out here just, you know, slinging words around, because everything is important. All your words, everything you speak, everything you perpetuate, your energy. So, you know, guys, I'm trying to approach this in a very non-aggro way. I know I get kind of worked up sometimes, but you'll just understand that this is going to be a place for peace. You know, this channel will be a place where peace can reside between, you know, we're going to have some civil discussions here, I guarantee you. You know, just some logical Q&A. Just some discussion of real-world natural science and the evidences that present, you know. It's a perfect place to start with everything truth, nature, right? Let's do it. Guys, we have all just endured 3 years of trauma-based mind control, and I would say probably unlike any other time in history, except maybe the Vietnam War or something crazy like that, 9/11, are we collectively going through it, if you will, just from prolonged, from 2020 on, you know what I'm talking about. So now more than ever, I think we all need healing. We all need patience and kindness toward one another. You know, kumbaya. I kid, but you know, seriously, like, just slow down, take a breath, right? Take a breath, and just lead with empathy here, because the world has become snappy and intolerant. You know, we're all traumatized beyond recognition, self-recognition even, you know. So it ain't about, oh, I got the answers and you're all fools. It ain't like that. It's like, this is what it is, and we should slow down with each other and just say, hey, we've got a lot to figure out here. We've got a lot of integration on our plate right now. I feel it every day in this game. I feel it every day. I don't know if it's getting any easier. Certainly it gets richer. The layers and just plumbing the depths. Plumbing the depths of questioning and the why-ness and, you know, consciousness and what are we doing here and what's the point of all this, you know? I mean, if you're not asking those questions, you know, if the C-bug and the LD didn't bring that out of you or didn't bring that to your attention, you know, if that didn't get you up on your toes, trust me, you just, then I don't know what would. If that didn't press you into, you know, calling everything into question of, you know, what's really truly important, then nothing will. Good luck with your atheism and your despondent outlook or your godless outlook, because I know that, you know, as tough as all this is, this squeezing, this shaking that's been going on, trust me, it's all for your best interest. So yeah, I give it up to all of the system, all of the God game, you know, the ebb and the flow, the rise and the fall, the ram and the goat, you know. I have gratitude for all of it. But now we got to come back into coherence with factual things and, you know, write the new story.